What is up, guys, and welcome to the 2018 DFS Buyers Guide. So, right off the bat, I've never been a fan of these assortments. I think the USA Dominator's alright if you have the budget, but I'm still kind of on the mindset of buying singles. These assortments are pretty, they look good, but it's just really hard to warrant buying them. I think the best one that you could buy is probably the USA Dominator. But I'm just going to go ahead and say just don't buy any of these assortments, besides maybe the Dominator. This is a maybe. I would still probably buy single items. So it's not a yes, it's not a no, it's a maybe. This right here, the Resurrection Day, is a really good deal. $20 for a 500 gram fountain. You're not going to get that anywhere else. Shutterbug is alright. I would skip it, even though it's $3 more than this. You think it's going to be better, but it's not. Skip it. Citrus is alright for $10. Bug Zapper's alright. Fish Crazy's alright. Iron Maiden, I didn't really like it. Skip it. Solar Storm, didn't like it. Skip it. Far Out actually was really good. So, highly recommended there. I didn't try Wired, so it's a maybe. But the two must-haves, these two 500 gram fountains right here, the Resurrection Day and Far Out, are definitely must-haves, and these are just maybes over here if you want to pick and choose some other items. But the must-haves on this page are those two. The rest are maybes. I'm basically just going to go give you a must-have list, not so much this is a maybe kind of thing. So next up, we're going to go, so that's that page done. So basically the only thing you should really care about is the Resurrection Day and Far Out. Those are really good prices for 500 gram fountains. The BOGO scene, pretty good. Cool fountains, those are must-haves. This is where you're probably going to spend most of your money at DFS. Opening Flower, Happy Bird, really good deal there. Crackling Ground Bloom Flower, really good. Mammoth Smokes, fun if you like smokes. Magic Whips, must-have. Morning Glories, must-have. Screaming Wheelies, 120, must-have. Crackling Balls, must-have. Swirling Trial Wheel, must-have. Killer Bees, I like those, must-have. Strobe Light Pass, California Candle Pass, maybes if you, if you like them, have it. But most of the items here definitely are must-haves. Just due to the price, you're not going to get a good deal anywhere else. Which is a shame that DFS is leaving, because they did have the best buy one get one frees. So there is the buy one get one free section. A lot of must-haves, and these are all just maybes. There's like nothing. There's like nothing really skip. These are all pretty good. Just you can't beat the prices on them. So pretty much everything from the buy one get one free section is highly recommended by me. So Nutty Monkey is a newer one that I missed in the reveal. So don't know how good these are, but for the price, I'm gonna go ahead and say grab them. Quiet Right, I didn't like it. Seventh Heaven is really big, didn't like it. Perfect Storm, I didn't like it. Havana Heat was pretty good for the price, so we're gonna give that a must-have. Assorted Snakes, whatever. Underwater Fury, this one was alright. I'll give it a maybe. I won't say it's a must-have, but the must-have is Havana Heat and the Nutty Monkey, basically because they're pretty darn cheap for the price. So pretty boring on this page. Only thing else is just the Underwater Furies, and maybe it's alright. It's not nothing to go crazy about on that fountain. These are more assortments, so this is where actually we'll get into the assortments that I will recommend. One of the better assortments that DFS has is Here Comes the Party, because these are all out of assortment items, so you can get these out of the stands, so you actually save money buying this assortment. So pretty decent assortment there. Showtime is alright. It's more of a maybe. And then the super assortment's pretty good for the price as well. Get some cones, but it's a maybe as well. It's not a must-have. The only must-have assortment that I can recommend for any stand is Here Comes the Party, just because it's an actual assortment of cherry-picked items. So for the price, not bad, $180. So that's my only must-have assortment. Everything else is pretty much skip. So skip. Skybox, skip. Wild Thing, skip. Blockbuster, it's a maybe. I'll leave it as a maybe. Super Assortment's a maybe. Showtime's a maybe. you know, if your budget only allows you to buy one thing, so you know, you can probably end up buying one of these assortments. But the only thing I can highly recommend is Here Comes the Party. Going off of that, we are now doing the single fountains. Fantastic. Mini Pyro I actually like. That's a must-have for the price, $4. Really, let me erase it so you can actually see the dang price. $4.25 for the Mini Pyro. I really enjoy it. It actually lasts pretty long for $4. Around the World, it's kind of like Spiral Lights, not bad. It's not a must-have, it's a maybe. Pack and Purple is alright. It's got a good purple. I think Mama's Favorite for $10 was decent, so that's a maybe. Firecracker Barrage, I'll give that a must-have. Hot Sauce, for it's alright. Too Cool, this one, the larger Too Cool, is actually really good, so that's a must-have. Little Big Show, I think if I remember correctly, it's really good. If it's not, I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure this is one of the better ones. From what I understand, these probably aren't going to be at every stand, so... the Friendship Fountain and the Golden Flower, super cheap. You're talking about less than 2/4 on this thing. So the Funky, I like these. These remind me of the Crackling Cactuses back in the day, and I like that one a lot. So Happy Silver Flower, So these are pretty much just all some cheap items if you need to fill some. You have some extra money to spend. These are nice little. Okay, I'll pick that. Great Barrier Reef is nice if you want, you know, some larger fountains. It's not a must-have. It's not a highly recommended item. It's more of a maybe. Painted Desert, I don't remember this one last year, so it's a maybe. I'll have to do some research on that. Fantastics are right for the price. Actually, I think it went down in price. It's only $7.15, so that's a maybe as well. And the Duck Eliminator, if I remember correctly, this one's got some pretty good attack crackles, so that's a high maybe. Almost recommended, but not quite. Yes, so the must-have on this list is definitely the Mini Pyro. Really good fountain for the price, and the Too Cool, Funky, and Firecracker Barrage, as well as the Little Big Show. Last but not least, the good old finales. I love the Brooklyn Bridge, really enjoyed it. Did not like Thunder Snow. Well, I take that back. I liked it for the price, so it's gonna be a high maybe. Energizer, I didn't like it. It just reminded me of a rewrap of the New York Harbor Fountain. It's just boring. It's low. It's pretty weak. It's one of those quote-unquote delicate things. Big Cat, I like it for the price. Mystic Rain is another hard maybe. It's not a yes. It's just a maybe. Flight of the Fancy, don't get it unless you have to. If they're out of the DFS Extreme Life Resurrection Day, get it. You're gonna be paying $10 more, but they're the exact same fountain. So Nuclear Physics I actually liked for the price. I didn't get Shut Up, but there's no noise at all. There's no crackle. It's just sparks. I don't know. Something about quiet fountains kind of bore me. Nitric Oxide, actually, I like that one a lot. I didn't try Grand Illusions, and I did not try Sparky Night, but I love Blackbeard. Gotta get the Blackbeard. Super good fountain. Get a free eye patch. So I know I always give you guys the maybes. They're not ever for sure because I don't want to say no on a fountain, because for some people will like them. I'm very picky when it comes to fountains. So these are very picky buyer's guides. Keep in mind. So you know, anything that I didn't cross out, you can definitely look into getting. Shutterbug was kind of a it's more of a maybe, but I just wasn't impressed with it. Maybe I get a bunk one. I mean, it's cool for the effect. It's different. If you have somebody that likes to take pictures or selfies, then maybe get it. I don't know what else to tell you on that one. Pretty much none of these assortments on this front page do I recommend. The only assortment I ever recommend is Here Comes the Party. The buy one get one freeze is by far the best thing. The only reason I like to go to DFS is it has the best buy one get one freeze out of any stand. So it's pretty much the reason you go to DFS is the BOGOs, but you know, hey. Anyway, so I just wanted to update you guys on that buyer's guide. It's a short and sweet video, not as long as the Phantom one, but we didn't have as much to go over because we pretty much did a buyer's guide already. We have a lot of the same items that we did from 2017, which is a little frustrating. Excuse me, I'm a little tired. It's 10 o'clock. I wanted to get this video out to you guys before I went to sleep. So there you guys go. I'll probably still working on the TNT freaking one. I should have it within the next couple of days. I'm trying, guys. We know all the new items. We know all the prices. It's pretty much going to be the same thing. It's just going to be that buyer's guide and the ultimate buyer's guide. Pro tip, if you guys are listening this long, I can tell you right now, the buyer's guide is going to consist of all the buy one, get one. There's going to be a lot of BOGO items from DFS. So I'll do a kind of a two-parter. I'll be like, if you have access to 3, I'll do one that if you only have access to 2 stands, and then I'll do another one where it's access to all 3. Because I believe the 2 stands, Phantom and TNT, are going to cater to more of the public audience out over here in California, because DFS has been slashed like 60% of their or 40% of their locations. They only have 60% of the locations that they normally had, so they're not expanding, they're downgrading. So the TNT and Phantom Buyer's Guide is going to be a lot more applicable to everybody else. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Be on the lookout for the Ultimate Buyer's Guide and the TNT Buyer's Guide coming out soon. I will see you guys next video.